We have just become a United States Coast Guard vessel, so I will tell you about Coast Guard safety. The life preserver is our friend. We have above our heads on the right and left. Life rings up here by me, Rayman radio, fire extinguisher fore and aft, and fire suppression system through the entire duct. To the left, that is a beautiful brick building. So beautiful, she has won 2 architectural awards. And every room faces downtown Boston, the TD Garden, or the Charles River. And yet, the residents are constantly complaining about this building. We don't know what to do with these guys, but we'll figure it out, because you are looking at the new Suffolk County Jail. It is the latest and the greatest jail in the city of Boston. They built it in 1990. It replaces the Charles Street Jail. And yes, our jail has won 2 architectural awards. New Suffolk County Jail. Birds come to mind. 3 types of birds we bump into most often on our trips up and down the Charles. Do not include lovable seagull as part of this discussion. My favorite bird in the Charles is called the cormorant. Cormorant's a fishing bird. See a black bird swimming around the water, that would be a cormorant. If you do see the cormorant in the water, keep your eyes on them. Cormorant can dive underneath the water and look for fish. You can dive as far down as 140 feet, stay underwater for about 45 seconds doing it. It's kind of neat to watch them do their little diving thing. Whenever I see one in the water, I always point them out. We also have the mallard duck and the Canada goose. Coming up to the left, we have the last old rotted pier you're going to find on the Charles River. There used to be a lot of these old rod piers because there used to be a lot of commercial traffic on this river. Now it's only us and the Charles River Boat Company. 4 years ago, for safety concerns, they decided to get rid of the old rod piers.
So there's a possum.
Metal in the wood staying in the water, that's any boats, that's not good for anyone. So 4 years ago, they got rid of the old rod piers, and yet that one remains. Here's why. As it turns out, that particular old rod pier is controlled by 3 different government agencies. The came down and put money to tear it down. Nobody wanted to do it, so nobody did. So it said just like that until it falls down on its own. Until it falls down on its own, which will happen in about a half hour, 45 minutes from now. We're in the old lock. Look right, look left. These are the old lock doors. Look at this. As a mini Panama Canal, if you will. That's how they used to get ships up and down from Boston Harbor, the Charles River, in the early days. This has been replaced downriver, 3 new locks. Blast the horn. Let folks know we're coming out. Here's the Charles. Charles River runs 80 miles long, starts at Hopkinton, Mass, started the Boston Marathon. This is the deepest part of the Charles, 35 feet deep, here by the Museum of Science. While we're cruising up the Charles, I'm going to grab my jump seat, switch my mic, replug it myself, as Shakespeare once said. And as we're heading up the mighty Charles River, I will let some of these smaller people on board drive the duck. You look smaller to me. Come here, Captain. Have seats. What's your name? Okay, don't crash into things. Things about the Charles River while we're cruising up it. All the land to our left, city of Boston. To our right, city of Cambridge. The Charles River is most beautiful, but it used to be most polluted. Here's why. This part of Cambridge to our right is called East Cambridge. Used to be factories, nothing but. That means industrial pollution. What to do with the industrial waste was the question, but they found the answer. Dump it into the Charles River, which is what they did. Such a good idea, the towns along the Charles used to dump their sewage in this river as well. One time this river was as polluted as any river in this country. In fact, Charles River has the distinction of being one of only 2 American rivers to be on fire. Early 60s, it was so polluted it actually caught fire and was burning for 2 days. Things have gotten better. A lot of people spend a lot of time, effort, and money to clean the Charles. Today, our river is as clean as it has been in 100 years. So clean is our river. Last year, this is rated the cleanest urban river in America. That's a big deal. So clean is our river. 10 years ago, former Governor Welch was giving a speech about the Charles. Spontaneously, in the middle of his speech, in all his clothing, he dove off into the water and swam around and proved to us all it's safe again to swim to Charles. Afterwards, he was pulled out, taken to Mass General, given a series of shots. He's okay today. My hero, Governor Wells. Where's my next Capitan of the day? No way. Bye, Cap. Bye. Good job. You have a seat, Husky? What's your name? You need a haircut. I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay. Charles River cleaned up its act. So did East Cambridge. You're not looking at factories anymore. They got rid of all of them. They replaced them with high-tech industry. What you're looking at is the high-tech center of the Northeast. If you go in there today, you will find Lois Development Corporation, Biogen, Genzyme, STI, Microsoft, Google, a lot of other high-tech companies. But whenever I make that statement, they got rid of all the factories. People don't trust me. They look upriver to the right. They see the stacks and the steam, and they think, what is that? That is not a factory. It's East Cambridge Power Plant. The last real factory left here 10 years ago, moved to Revere, a town outside Boston. They're the oldest continuously operated candy company in America. They are the New England Confectionery Company, but we know them better as Necco, makers of the famous Necco wafers. How many on board have never had a Necco wafer? The sheltered life you have lived. Luckily for you, you're traveling around the city with major tomfoolery. I go nowhere in my world without Necco wafers. So, take one hand, the rest of your friends behind you. Here's one for you, Capitan. Do the same. Tell you how good the Necco wafer you're about to eat is. Each and every year they produce 4 billion Necco wafers, 4 billion a year. When Valentine's Day comes, see those candy sweethearts, those sayings on them? Necco makes those. 8 billion a year, starting the day after Valentine's Day. Where's my next Capitan of the day? Want to drive, Cap? Come on. Good job. Grab seats. What's your name? Okay, it's all yours. While we're dining on Necco wafers, let's take care of bridges because this is a fine example of one. This is Longfellow Bridge. It was named for the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. In Boston, we call this Salt and Pepper Bridge. If you look at the towers, they look like salt and pepper shakers. That's how it got its nickname. We'll get dug underneath the bridge, and I'll fulfill a promise I gave you on Newbury Street. While we're waiting for that to happen, if you have a camera, this will be great. If you don't have a camera, this will be great. Look to your left. There's a great view of the gold dome in the State House. It's real gold on that dome, and we know how much. It takes 13 pounds of 23-karat gold to gild the State House dome. You know this? Because they had to re-gild it 15 years ago at a cost of $300,000. There's not always a gold dome. When the building was complete, 1798, that was a shingle dome. Everybody knows. The shingles leak, that one did. Called upon Paul Revere and his sons to copper the dome. Paul Revere owned a copper rolling business in Boston. By the way, all kinds of construction going on here. This is just the beginning of it. This bridge has been falling apart for about 25 years. What you're looking at is the first year of a 5-year, $250 million restoration project at Longfellow Bridge. Okay. All right. We're on Newbury Street. I told you I was going to give you a great skyline view of Boston, unless I miss my guess, and rarely do I. This is a great skyline view of Boston. You look at the neighborhood called the Back Bay. I hate this. They're doing whatever they're doing on the bridge. Look at the neighborhood called the Back Bay. We're by the Training Church, John Hancock Tower, Newbury Street. We're in the Back Bay. There it is ahead of us. Tallest building in Boston and New England, John Hancock Tower. Where's my next Capitan? Come on, Red. Good job, beautiful.
You want to ask him if he wants to drive it?
What's your name? Okay, I'm going to call you Red.
Does he want to drive it?
Okay, here's a semi-depressing story. Look upriver, there's our famous Citgo sign. What? That's okay, we're going to do it together, okay? Okay, perfect. Our Citgo sign, the big white square sign with a red triangle. It is so famous a sign, it's a city landmark. To the left of the sign, the oldest professional sports stadium in America, Fenway Park, home to the dear God, let us win 2 in a row, Boston Red Sox. Any day the Red Sox are not playing at Fenway Park, or if they're playing a night game right now we're in New York, you can take a tour of Fenway Park. They'll take you on the Green Monster, give you all the history of Fenway Park. I don't care if you're a baseball fan or not, but it's like really memorable in the city of Boston. Take a tour of Fenway Park. It's a good one. Or you can go to college. Boston is the ultimate college town. We have over 50 colleges and universities in and around the Boston area. That's the highest concentration of colleges on the planet Earth. 3 of those colleges sit on the shores of Charles. First one's easy. To left, we call that the golf ball building. The building with the big round ball on top. That building and all the buildings around it make up the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That is MIT. They are the smartest kids on the block. Directly across the river from MIT to the right on the Citgo side. All those buildings make up Boston University, known around town as BU. We have BU, we have Harvard. Who's more expensive? BU. BU is currently one of the most expensive colleges in all of America to attend, our own Boston University. I know this is a personal fact because my sister graduated from the BU Communication School. After she did, my parents had no more money and I had to start driving ducks for a living here today. Hold on to your hats. As of this year, time out, way down, whatever it is. As of this year, $56,000 a year to attend Boston University. That number goes up next year. That does not include housing. They've got a waiting list. That is amazing. Any other captains running amok on board? Come on out, Captain. Good job, beautiful. It's going to be 5. You did great. Now go see Mom. What's your name, Captain? Okay, this is a lot easier before they start working on Longfellow Bridge. We'll get this done one way or the other. All right, we get to the next archway over that doesn't have a big barge in front of it. Look through the archway and you're going to see a boathouse. It's the home of community boating. Oldest and largest public boating program in the world. Anybody can join. They have members in 37 different countries. There